Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been donating to me on PayPal, joining the Angel family for the memberships and commenting and liking all the videos and, you know, sending me things from Amazon. It means the world, and I'm really excited to do this reading today. It is Fabulous Friday and there is some fabulous guidance coming in right now. We're getting ready for the weekend. We've got a full moon coming up. There's a lot of changes going on and it's a time to get excited about your journey, your mission and your life. So I'm going to bring in some beautiful cards. We're going to bring in the secret language of light, and I'm going to use this today for members to do like an in-depth pick a card reading. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Mermaids deck and we're going to use the Field Tarot. I haven't used this one for a while. It's very beautiful. And remember, I am doing a Learn Tarot series for Twin Flames right now. You can check that out too. There's a lot of information in there. You'll find it in the playlist. And we're also going to bring in this beautiful deck by our soul sister Desiree, the 50 Shades of the Divine Feminine. And I did a little short with this the other day and we got the card changes. Okay, well, it's create there, but we got the wherever that is, winning. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I thought it was there, but we've got create, winning. Create, winning. And when we're in the now, turn the word around, it means won. When we're in the now, we have won. So we are creating changes that are bringing in a winning energy in the now. Very powerful. So let's shuffle and see what we need to know. So thank you, angels. What's the energy, please, around the connection today? What's the energy, please, around the connection today? What do we need to know? I feel it's that one. The energy around the divine feminines today. The energy around the divine feminines. What do we need to know about the feminines? And the energy around the divine masculines. Wow, jumping out the depth for the masculine there. So again, the masculines really want to be heard and they really want to get their, you know, messages over and they want to express themselves to you. So what's the energy of the connection today, please, angels? I may use the guidebook for this one, this language of light. I'm going to see how I go. What do we need to know for the divine feminines, please, angels? What do we need to know? And for the divine masculines, what's the energy for the masculine? Wow, look at that. Powerful. Powerful stuff. And then what's the energy of the tarot, please, around the connection today? I feel it's that one. The energy around the divine feminines. The energy around the divine feminines, couple coming out there. And the energy around the divine masculines. The energy around the divine masculines. And if you are curious about what's coming up in February, all the horoscope readings are now available early for a first look for members. So if you are a member or you want to become a member, we've got 3 levels of membership. You've got early access to them. There's some great things coming in February. And everyone else will have access to those as we move into February. So what's the energy around the connection today? The energy around the divine feminines and the energy around the divine masculines. I just love it when they jump out like this. There we go. Powerful stuff. Okay, let's do this then. I might do a pick a card later as well. I'm going to see what they guide me to do. So the energy around the connection today then. Imperfection. Wow. Imperfections. Now, this really resonates with the message that came through on Wednesday and that little quick Q&A, because it's all about self-love. And as we're moving forward into February, it's about self-love. And when we love ourselves, anything we see as an imperfection, whether that's within ourselves, our journey or our physical world, it dissipates, it gets released. It no longer exists because we realise how perfect our journey is. Whether it's taking time, whether there's a delay, a karmic situation, it's perfect as it is, because as it is, it's teaching you and it's growing you and it's evolving you and it's being designed perfectly for you. You know, the Creator knows what you need. You may think you want something, but your Creator knows what you need, and that's what matters. So a lot of the time we go through pain on this journey and we go through struggle and we kind of throw our hands up in the air and say, why? Why is this happening to me? Why? Why is this happening right now? And God is saying to you, the Creator is saying to you, it's happening for you. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm helping you to iron out any imperfection or any thoughts of imperfection within you that in spiritual truth don't exist. They aren't real, they're illusion. So we learn and grow. So everything we go through, even if it's something that we don't want, it's actually helping our journey. And it also helps us to realise what we do want. So when we go through the pain and struggle, we realise there's an easier way. There's a path of least resistance, the path of peace, which is always surrender and having faith in heaven and trusting in the love and allowing it to unfold in divine timing. When we're with the wrong person, like in a karmic situation, or we're spending time with people who are dragging us down, we realise what we do want. We want to be treated better, brighter. We want to be around people who lift us up, not drag us down. And we certainly want to be respected and adored and admired by our twin. So this is about giving that to yourself, admiring yourself, not in a vain way. This is about being grateful and giving yourself credit for how far you've come and who you are, and admiring that in you, those qualities, the qualities of the fruit of the Spirit that light you up and lead you forward. It's about being proud of yourself and respecting yourself too, so you can move forward fearlessly with faith. And the imperfections within yourself, that you don't have to try and be anybody else or compete with anyone else, because you are the whole package for your twin and for your journey and mission. So we iron out the imperfections. And we've got, wow, I love it, we've got change. And, that's the card that come up in this deck when I did a little short to music. Ozzy Osbourne, I'm going through changes, because you are. And changes are occurring in the physical world and in the spiritual world. And you'll feel that. So this is about that balance, bringing the balance in between what you experience in your physical reality, your 3D world, the third dimension, or your spiritual reality, your 5D world, your fifth dimensional, realm. So it's the balance, the yin and the yang, the earth and the hidden realms, and bringing it all together. So we realise how perfect it all is, and we learn that through our spiritual awareness, that everything is happening to grow our soul. We see things from a much higher perspective. So this is about raising your vibration, meditation, closing your eyes and connecting with the true self. And I really feel, we're being guided to cleanse ourselves right now. We got yesterday the power cleanse with the angels. So if you haven't done that, go and check that out. And I need to go into all my playlists and find all the power cleanses that I did last year and the year before and put them into the playlist, because there's a lot of power there. And they may guide me to do more of those. I do meditations for myself, but they guide me to do what the angels tell me are power cleanses, because they're not quite a meditation and they're not quite when you're awake. It's something in between. It's like a big healing that happens. The angels come in and just kind of give you a big spring clean. It's like they vacuum all the energy. It's like Archangel Michael comes in with his sacred vacuum and vacuums away all the toxins and all the negativity and all the fear and struggle and gives you power. And that's what happens during a power cleanse. And we can cleanse ourselves with power anytime. Every morning when I have a shower, I feel that I go through that power cleanse. It's a lot like when you put your car in the car wash. At the car wash, babe. And it comes out sparkling. And you haven't really had to do anything, because, those kind of brushes have done it all for you. So when you're in the shower, the water does it for you. If you close your eyes and connect, and the angels come in and they're like sending their healing energy and their power into that kind of water faucet. So when the water's coming in over you, it's cleansing you. It's releasing anything toxic, any psychic attack, anything of lower vibration, so you can balance your energy. So I feel this as changes through balance, cleansing energy and acceptance and seeing the truth and releasing any imperfections. And we've got wellness. And I love that this is also the number 24, because again, we're receiving all of these signs and messages about the next few years. So between 2020, which is now gone, and 2021, we're in 2022 as I record this in real time. Between now and 2024, we're going to be focusing on wellness. And what's this person doing? Connecting with the divine, aligning, bringing in balance. That's what meditation does. Chakra alignment, maybe yoga, exercise, breathing, breath work, doing something we enjoy is how we balance our energy and how we concentrate and focus our energy on love, not fear. And you can see that he's got his hands up like that. So he's connecting with the divine. This is also a yoga pose. Let me know in the comments which one it is. But it's about prayer and feeling the divine connection with the universal love. And that's what I'm feeling here. The heart space. Connecting with the love that's within you and within your twin, within your connection. And also surrounding the world, because we're all protected on a very deep level. So there's a lot of wellness coming in between now and 2024. Things being healed. We're healing the world to make it a better place. With like that song by Michael Jackson. So there's a lot of heart healing and world healing going on. And that's why the pandemic's come in. So you may see the pandemic as a bad thing, but remember what it's doing behind the scenes. It's cleaning things up. What does that mean? It means it's waking people up. It's making people aware of truths. It's helping people to move away from things they've always done, or they've done because it's a comfort zone, or it's something the family have made them do, or something they believe they had to do. So we're making big changes to become more in alignment with our true self. And we've got energy field adjustment. Wow. And that's absolutely what I'm feeling here. So we're adjusting our energy, and the field of energy we are in, our 3D world, we're making it better so we can heal ourselves and feel better and raise our vibration. And then our well-being is much more concentrated on love. It says aura cleansing and health. Wow. And this is absolutely the same thing. And the angels blow my mind every day. I mean, I've been working with them for years and years and years and years, and they still blow my mind every day how the cards repeat the energies the same, because I call it parrot guidance, because they're showing you the truth. So this is the energy of cleansing the self. And I'm really feeling that. You can see the chest area. This is connected with the throat, the esophagus, the digestive system, the solar plexus. Everywhere the fear kind of lives. And that's why when we connect with fear, we get burpy energy, we get acid reflux, we get indigestion. It doesn't feel very nice, and we have to release that. And that's why, we get heart palpitations sometimes if we're in fear. Or we get blocks in the throat and we start coughing if we're going through fears around speaking our truth or communicating with our twin. So there's a big aura cleanse going on, and this is connected with the angels. They're balancing the energies, they're bringing in alignment between the physical reality and the spiritual reality, so you can see through the illusion and raise your vibration and look through your third eye and connect with all your senses. This is what's occurring right now. It's very powerful. For the divine feminine, we've got prayer, and again, that's what's happening here. Prayer, giving it to heaven. Remember, if you've got time to worry, you've definitely got time to pray. Prayer will help. And we've got seeing the signs. So remember, divine feminine, you are always seeing the signs. You're being given signs, synchronicities, number sequences, symbols, names, songs, feathers, things that connect you with heaven. You're always receiving the signs at the right time, because when we ask for help from heaven, we're given something that helps us to believe, something that anchors and buoys our faith. And that's a sign. And that's why they can blow you away sometimes, because the signs are so powerful and they always come in at the right time. Wow, we've got deception with the fox. So the 7 of Swords, again, it's about looking through illusion. So anything you're struggling with right now, anything you may be struggling to see, because sometimes we struggle to see. We struggle to look past the situation because it's causing so much pain. You know, the Seven of Swords is about when we're feeling deceived in some way. So this can be if the masculine's still with a karmic partner, or they may be saying one thing to you and then doing another. Or they may be saying to you how unhappy they are, and then they post a beautiful picture with someone on social media. So we feel deceived. So we have to let go of that energy, because deception energy is kind of illusion. It's fears around the ego and, you know, not moving forward, and pain, and we feel like we've been hurt or betrayed in some way. And the fox is about solutions and decisions. So what I'm actually feeling with this is forgive, because you may feel right now like your masculine is deceiving you in some way or not being honest about something, but in spiritual truth, they are finding all the answers. They're looking for a way out, a solution. They're trying to find the way, because I'm seeing these swords as a wall. So you could see this like a barrier of swords. And he's working out how to get over these swords, how to get through this barrier, how to remove the swords with his mind, because swords are about the mind and the fears we go through in the mind. So the solution is there. We just have to sometimes look a little bit closer to find it. So if you're going through this where you're feeling deceived, or you're feeling angry or frustrated or in any pain over what's occurred, and then all of a sudden you see a fox, and I know that foxes have been very powerful within the journey lately. You know, Sandra from World Illuminator 11, you know, lives in a big city, and she's been seeing foxes a lot. It's very powerful. So it's about realising that when we ask for help and support and surrender and give it to heaven, throw our hands in the hair and say, why? The angels will give you a sign, and you may see that fox to help to give you the strength you need to carry on. Wow, and that's absolutely what you're doing here. It will give you, I mean, this is exploration, but it will give you the explanation. And that's the word they give me, even though this says exploration. They'll give you the explanation. And it just made me gnash my teeth together again, which is about decisions. So the fox is connected with solutions, decisions, answers, finding the way, gaining strategy on how to move forward and explore the future. So the message here is, because I'm feeling, even though these are divine feminine energy cards, this is where the masculine is. He's working things out. He's trying to find a way out of his situation. He's already made the decision to move on from his karmic situation. That's been very clear over the last few days. You know, when he's been saying, I can't stand it anymore. I need to get out of that. You know, I'm finding the way out. And this is you, the divine feminine, learning to see through and past the illusion that something is in the way, or that you've been deceived in some way or betrayed. So it's about exploring the options, expanding your vision, thinking outside the box, understanding that you have support from heaven here on the channel and wherever you're guided to. So you're receiving the explanation that you need through exploring alternatives. Very powerful. We've got remembrance, 11. And 11 is about believing in the power of the universe, trusting, remembering who you are. So if you see the numbers 1111, or any form of that, 111, 11, you know, maybe it's in a different way, it's a sign to remember who you are. So I'm seeing this remembrance energy as remembering your truth, remembering your power, remembering that you are a strong divine feminine, that you are a warrior, that you are a light worker, that you're here to learn and grow. And the 11 energy remembrance can be about, you know, the war and things that have happened, you know, when we wear the poppies and stuff. It's also about remembering that you are a soldier on this journey. You know, that's why you've come. You haven't come here to live an easy life. You learn to through what you overcome. If you came here to live an easy life or have it all smooth and easy, why would you come? You wouldn't learn. The soul wouldn't grow. And that's why you've come. So through all those dark times, we learn. We learn to overcome them. If there was no lows of life, we wouldn't enjoy the highs of life. Think about when you're on a roller coaster. You don't enjoy it if it's all flat and going like that. You get exhilarated and scared and excited because you go through twists and turns, highs and lows, and sometimes you go upside down. So you get thrown around on this journey, but you handle it. So the remembrance energy for you, Divine Feminine, if you're seeing the number 11 or especially 1111, is to remember who you are. And we've got beauty. So it's also remembering your beauty, and that will release any feeling of imperfection, any feeling like they don't desire you or want you, because they absolutely do. So the beauty is, it comes with grace, and that's why the Divine Feminine is always seen as a deer or a swan or a peacock or something beautiful, because that's you. Grace, loveliness. You know, you are lovely. You may be thinking, I don't want to be called lovely. You know, it's weak. It isn't weak. You are lovely. You have loveliness inside of you. What is that? It's your inner beauty. The light that you share, the kindness you have, the way you are. Integrity of form and spirit. What does that mean? It means your 3D self, your physical form, and your spirit, your higher self, which embodies you. Very beautiful. That's what turns your masculine on. Not the way you look or the way you style your hair or the clothes you wear or the car you drive or the job you have. It's your inner beauty, because you shine inside and out. It's that grace you have, that loveliness, the way you are, the way you are. And nobody and nothing and no one can ever compare with that. So remember your power. So if you feel you're getting deceived or you're going through pain, remember your power. There's nobody like you. Nobody shines like you. You are the one. Very powerful. For the Divine Masculine then, look at this. We've got winning. And that's the card that was at the bottom of the deck when we started. So the winning. They are winning. They feel like they're winning now. They feel like they're winning because you are their one. And they feel like they've won every day because you love them. So they are winning. They are getting there. They are getting through this. And look at this. We've got judgment of the Divine Feminine. So there you are, Divine Feminine. They're afraid that you judge them, that you don't love them. That's what they're releasing. They're afraid that, you know, they're going to risk everything and you're not going to want them. So these are fears they're going through, judgment. So remember, you know, if you're struggling with this kind of deceiving energy, the fox is reminding you, and that's the sign you're going to see today. The fox is reminding you to be strong, to look through the illusion, that things are being reflected for healing and purged. And, you know, when I'm connecting with the February energy, which I've recorded the horoscopes for, so I've connected with that energy, it's a very powerful month because we're moving from what we're in now, the energy of the ox, which is all about the flexibility and, you know, kind of going with the flow and being patient with things and being calm, into the energy of the water tiger. And it just made me bite my cheek. So this is about big change and awareness, purging fears, things coming up to the surface for healing. And that's what's happening in this card. You can see there the energy of the swan is being reflected back. So the masculine is dealing with their feminine side, their feelings, their emotions. They're becoming stronger because they have your love and light. So as we move into February energy, a lot of things coming up for healing. So we can do that kind of final purge, final cleanse. We're letting go. So don't judge your twin if you feel like they're deceiving you, because you may not know what's going on behind the scenes. You may not know that they're struggling or they're dealing with abuse or pain or whatever they're going through. He's finding his way out. You know, trust in what you feel when you're watching a reading, how it resonates with you. And if you don't believe it and then you watch another reading and it's got similar messaging, and then you watch another reading, it's got similar messaging, it's parrot guidance. It's the angels saying to you, we're going to give you the same messages over and over until it goes in your noggin. You know, it's like McFly from Back to the Future. You know, anyone there? It's receiving the messages. That's why, you know, if you're tapping into a reading, until you grasp what the reading is saying to you, you may hear the same thing over and over again. You know, some people comment and say, because they're in fear, they're giving me fear and say, I've heard it all before, it's the same thing every day. Well, that's because you're still not grasping it, or you're still learning it. And when you finally understand, you'll see and feel and understand and be aware of different things during a reading. Because we have to grow and evolve. We're all learning and growing. There's no right or wrong. We're all doing it at our own pace. And we've got, look at this, strength for the masculine. So the masculine are winning because they're finding strength in you, in your power, your light. And they're contemplating. Look what she's doing in this card. She's contemplating, thinking. She's got a hand on her chin. So she's working things out. And this is also another sign. Again, remember that the masculine can be a feminine. The masculine can be a man or a woman. Not always a man. So it's about remembering that, because we do have same-sex twins here. We do have masculines operating in feminine energy, or in, this kind of energy where the man is operating in the feminine energy and the woman is operating in the masculine energy. So you have to think outside the paradigm, I can never say that word, the paradigm of it. You have to think outside the box when you're connecting with this. Things are not always as they seem. So the masculines today are thinking, finding solutions. That's why you got that fox, because that's what he's doing. He's thinking, contemplating, working it all out, and he doesn't want to be judged. He doesn't need that judgment, especially from you, the divine feminine, because he judges himself. He has to release himself from blame and guilt and shame. But he is winning. He is finding his way. And we've got nourish. So he's nourishing himself. He's finding himself. He needs love and support from you, whether that be in the physical realm if you are in communication, but definitely in the 5D realm, sending that love, sending that light, being the light that guides. And they show me this again, like the North Star that kind of guided the wise men to Bethlehem. And that's what you're doing. You're shining that light so bright, it's guiding him home. And it's reflecting everything to you. So a lot of reflection and healing. And again, we've got there the year 2023. So, between now and 2023, he's learning to nourish himself, to give to himself. That means he's not depriving himself any longer of things that serve his soul. So he's making changes accordingly. And in that respect, he's winning. And we've got Song of the Siren. So he hears your call. He hears you, he knows you, he feels you. You're the siren. Sirens are so powerful. They make sailors crash because they're just, wow, they're mesmerized by the siren song. So he hears your call. He knows how you feel. He can feel your energy just like you can feel his. So be the light today. Says the call. He's been called to you. He's been summoned. Says summoning, voice, to acknowledge. So he's acknowledging who you are. He's acknowledging who he is, why he's come, what he needs to change. And he's been summoned not only by you and the call to action, but he's called to mission from heaven. He's been summoned. He feels you, he desires you, he wants you. So remember, if you're dealing with any fears over imperfections or, your own beauty and wondering if he desires and wants you, he so does. He loves you. He connects with you. And I don't feel I need to go into depth with these cards, but I am going to do it with members. So I'm going to do a pick a card today for members, and I'm going to use the guidebook as well with these messages. So I'm going to tune in intuitively like I've just done, and then do the guidebook message, just like I did on Wednesday for members too. Very in-depth one. So very beautiful. So remember, you are the light of the world. You've come here to learn to love and grow and find your power. So remember that today. Your masculine is winning. Your journey is winning. So definitely foxes today. That's the one I'm feeling. Foxes that show you to think outside the box and to understand that right now your masculine is finding a way out. He's finding a way out. He's working it all out and he's working a solution. And right now, the best thing to do is to focus on wellness, balancing your energy, and being the light. Have a great day, sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.